Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Caleb Gordon Podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Gordon. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be a part of the program today. Hey, listen, man, the world is a wild and unpredictable place. Along the way, we encounter people, places, and experiences that challenge us, sometimes in ways that threaten to change who we are to our very core. And if we're not careful, these influences can shape us into someone that we were never meant to be. As I travel the country, speaking to students, speaking to staff, speaking to corporate settings, one message I emphasize over and over again is one person can change the world. I know this firsthand. I know this personally, that one person can actually change the world because someone changed my life. Growing up, I attended a private Christian school for the first 8 years of my life. But then when I jumped into public school, that's where I transitioned from a private school kid to a public school kid. And I wasn't really well received. My freshman year was incredibly difficult. It was filled with loneliness, filled with rejection and uncertainty. I often tell schools across the country that I understand why kids hurt other kids, whether it's in school or in life. Human beings can just be mean to one another. The way we treat one another matters. The words we speak matter. The kindness that we show or don't show, it does matter. And the way we acknowledge or ignore someone can completely shape their existence. By the end of my freshman year, I was exhausted, discouraged, sad, and I was lonely. I was ready to give up. But sensing my struggle, my father sat me down one day and he walked me through Psalm 139, reminding me that God didn't make a mistake in creating me. He told me that I was designed on purpose for a purpose, and I was placed in my mother's womb for a reason. And those words, man, I'm going to tell you, even though they were small, they boosted my self-confidence. They gave me some encouragement. But it wasn't until a guy named Andy stepped into my life that everything really, really shifted. Like at the beginning was my dad telling me these things, but man, my friend Andy stepping in and just really going after it. So he had heard that I could sing, and he asked if I'd be willing to jump in and join a band that he was putting together. And that invitation was simple, but man, it changed everything. And before that moment, I dreaded walking into the school every day. And after that time that I spent with Andy, I had a reason to get out of bed. He introduced me to other guys in the band, and suddenly I was part of something bigger than just myself. I wasn't an outcast anymore. I belonged, right? That one friendship shifted my entire experience. Looking back, I realized that Andy changed the room for me. And the idea that I want to try to help people everywhere that I go. I want to be the person who changes the room instead of letting the room change me. I hope that makes sense. One person can change everything. And just the other night, I heard an amazing testimony that really reiterated this idea that one person can change everything. It was a testimony of a guy that spent some time in prison. And he had done some really, really horrible things. And he was heading off to prison. And on his way, the very first day of lockup, he encountered another inmate. And he looked at him and said, "Listen, man, this place is going to change you. It's like a pot of boiling water." And then he gave this analogy that stuck with him and just went the distance. He said, "You can be like a carrot, you can be like an egg, or you can be like a coffee bean." And he just gives these three analogies and says the boiling water will make you like a carrot, make you soft and weak and broken eventually. Or the water can boil you up, harden you, making you bitter, cold, and just lifeless. Or you can be like a coffee bean. Boiling water won't change you. You'll change the water. And I was like, holy cow, that is such a great idea. I love that. It's such a fantastic thing. And now that little piece of advice transformed his entire existence. Like that one little meeting, one person can change the entire world. The guy's now a multi-million dollar motivational speaker. Like, it's amazing, right? You have the power to make the difference. Never underestimate your presence, your words, your actions. Absolutely, I believe one person can change the world. So never believe the lie that you don't matter or that you can't make a difference. My challenge for us in this little tiny broadcast that I'm putting out today is be the person that changes the room. Bring hope, bring encouragement, bring kindness wherever you go. Bring authority in the places where you go, because the room doesn't have to change you. You can change the room. This idea I'm putting into my new book. And this idea is I want to help people see the reality of what God is doing in my own heart, my own life. And I believe everything can change for you in this moment. Don't let the room change you. You change the room.